Woohoo! What's going on, everybody? Burning some sage. Getting queued up to see what this is going to be a great show tonight. All right. We'll just kind of wait for a few minutes for everyone to get into the room and see what's going on. Totally digging it. Monday night, what's going on? Marley, woohoo, girlfriend. Saging all my cards so we can get some good messages for today. Woohoo! Ooh, cards are already popping out. Wow. I'm loving being back over on YouTube. Facebook, meh. YouTube is so much more fun. And the quality, the video quality is better. Everything's better. Oh, good to hear. Oh, sweet. All right, well, we've got a great show for tonight. Super fun. And yeah, it should be fun. All right. Woohoo! How is everyone doing? Did everyone have a good weekend? I really hope so. The fall is coming step by step, baby steps. Summer's going away and I can feel it. Woo! But I'm actually ready for a new season change. Walking around outside and it's kind of nice. But the pool's still open, so that's always key. And anyone who knows me knows I'm a huge water baby, so we all know that. Woohoo! All right, well, everyone, welcome to Improv Tarot Chat Monday nights here on YouTube with Beach Balance Life. I'm Kiersa, your host, and we are going to cover a lot of fun things tonight. We will also be going through some readings for the collective and also for the signs. Kyle, long time, how are you? And we'll do readings, and then also if you would like me to pull a card for you, I am doing that. I will do that at the end. However, I do have a link in the description box that has a donation link for PayPal, and so that'd be greatly appreciated. I'll post it in the chat as well. And other than that, then we will have some fun, do some improv and fun stuff like that. So also, just for some announcements, if you can, share this video with your friends right now. Share it on Facebook and share it on, I guess that's probably the easiest way to share it. But yeah, let people know and invite your friends to come join on Monday nights. So this is going to be an ongoing thing. And it's kind of funny, from the beginning, it was literally on Friday nights and then Sundays. And then I went over to Facebook for a little while. And now I'm back on Monday nights on YouTube. And this will be my permanent night. So, woohoo! Super stoked about that. Also, I'm coming out with some more readings during the week on YouTube and during the month for mid-month September updates for all the astrological signs. So be on the lookout for that. I will start posting those videos this week, and they'll be for everybody for sun, moon, rising signs. So if you don't know your rising sign or your moon sign or other charts or planets in your chart, it's a good idea to just Google it, natal chart, and start learning it, because it's really helpful. It's super helpful, especially now that we have Mars in retrograde. And and there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Marley. I got you. Unless that was your sister. No, it's you. Your sister's awesome, by the way. You're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, cool. I got you. And we're going to do all that. We'll do all of that at the end of the reading. I will write that down just so I won't forget. I'm sure I won't, but I'm trying to be a little bit more organized and not read from the chat from the bottom up, but the chat down. So, all right, cool. Okay, so I wanted to start off with some fun improv, and it's always hard to do improv by yourself. So I was just trying to think of things that would engage everybody in the chat and whoever is watching right now, just to have some fun. So I'd like to know, what is inspiring you right now? What's inspiring you? I'm looking for some inspiration, just like everybody else. So let's share inspirations. Right now, I will say that it's funny. I'm just looking down at this card, and the sun is in the middle of this card. And what's inspiring me right now are the sunrises. Literally every morning, I look out of my window and I see the sunrise on the lake, and it's so inspiring. I love it, because it just reminds me that everything's cyclical, and it is, a brand new day, a brand new cycle. And it's so easy to get stuck in the same energy, since we don't really have a concept of time right now, and time doesn't really exist anyway. However, it's just nice to know that when you see the sunrise or sunset, it's showing you that it's either the beginning of a new day, and you are in charge of your feelings. So you have the ability to manifest what you want. And also at a sunset, it's the end of a cycle as well. So you can see it any way, shape, or form. And it's the whole idea with Beach Balance Life is getting into a beach frame of mind, and also thinking consciously and speaking consciously with communication, and how you talk to yourself, and building up this self-confidence on how you basically start manifesting. And it all goes back to the law of attraction. So that's why I'd like to talk about that here on the channel. So what we'll do, if you guys want to chime in on the chat and let me know what's inspiring you right now, that would be awesome. And I will go ahead and get started with we'll do a collective reading right now to see what everyone needs to know for this week. And we will be doing this every week. So we'll give a broad overview, and then we'll go into we're just going to do the elements of each sign, the fire signs, air signs, earth signs, and water signs, because otherwise we would be here for hours. So, oh, I love it, Marley, finding new love. Kyle, your grandparents have inspired your whole life, and their spirits motivate you every day. That's awesome. How are they showing themselves? That's really cool. All right, so let's see what's going on. All right, so right now okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. So we do have a new moon this week coming up in Virgo on Thursday, depending on where you are in the world. And it's all about being very strategic. It's an earth sign. It's very meticulous, very plan oriented. And so it's a good idea to start putting your plans into motion. So write them down, plant them in the ground in a flower pot. I wanted to show you guys this before we get to the collective reading. So 2 new moons ago, I planted this. It was actually seeded paper that has wildflowers in it. And I had written 3 or 4 different things on what I wanted to manifest and my intentions. And it's funny, only one of them's growing, but I don't know which one it is, because I can't see what I had planted on the seeded paper, or even if you just have paper in general, but this is biodegradable. So it just it has seeds in it. So it's interesting. I have a feeling I know what it is. Actually, it's pretty strong what it is, but it's just really cool. So if you have an opportunity to plant something on the new moon and plant your new intentions of what you want to manifest, I highly recommend it. Oh, John, what's going on? Yep, I'm still drinking my alkaline water with peppermint oil. Okay, so the collective reading that is first thing that is the situation is working through our fears. So working through our fears too, and this is funny because this is also new moon in Scorpio. And so basically it's all about new beginnings. So every time we start something new, it's brand new, it's fresh, it's really hard to just have all this courage, right? You have to build it, the momentum of the courage, and it's like a snowball, right? And the courage just starts building. So right now for the collective reading is all about working through our fears. And when we're starting something new with this new cycle, because Mars is in retrograde, we are starting a brand new cycle. Fall's coming, the fall equinox. So there's a lot of cool stuff happening. So just make sure that it's okay, that you know that it's okay to be a little fearful, but push and work through your fears. So the challenge is having patience, because the Seven of Ariel is saying that we've planted the seeds, you're watching them grow, and have patience because something doesn't grow overnight. Hence this plant, right? That has been growing for 2 months now. And my other manifestations didn't come true. But anyway, so that's the challenge, is to have the patience. So working through fears. So we all have these great ideas to do something. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to start a channel and I'm just going to blow it out of the water. And then you realize, oh, this takes planning. It takes, courage to go live and run a show, produce a show. And so basically, it's okay to know that everything takes time to build. And so the overall advice is the Two of Cups, which is great. This card is beautiful. I love it. It's a beneficial, I'm getting like tongue-tied, a beneficial mutual exchange of energy and emotion. And again, look at the sun behind this beautiful fountain of emotions that's just pouring out of love and kindness and reciprocation. So that is the overall advice, is this is what we have waiting for us. If we have the patience to know that it takes time for things to grow, and working through our fears. Okay. Pretty awesome. All right. Woo. Cool. Oh, yes. Oh, interesting. So yes, dreams have been very intense lately. I've had a lot of crazy dreams. And sometimes I wake up and I'm like, wait, was I even, like, I have this feeling of that I was doing something and I can't place it. And I was thinking, oh yeah, that's actually a dream that I was having. So, pretty interesting. So we will first get started with the elements. All right. So we'll first start with air signs. Okay. All right. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What is going on, and what do you need to know for this week with all of the energies happening with Mars now just retrograde for the next, I don't know, until December 20th, I think, or no, end of November, and the new moon in Virgo. So this is also so I know we have some air signs in the room in the chat. This is also for your rising or moon signs as well. Again, if you don't know what it is, go Google it. You can find your natal chart, and those are the key things you look at. Your moon, where the moon is in your chart when you're born, rules your emotions, okay? And your rising sign is where the moon is actually rising on the horizon the minute you're born. And that's your personality, okay? And then your sun sign is actually who you are. But your rising sign is what you show the world. So right now I'm being very Leo. I've got the studio going on. I'm out there on stage. I've got the awesome hair. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's just what it is. So it's really good to know these things. So, all right. So Gemini, the first thing that's happening for you right now is you have a lot of emotions. Emotions are running high right now this week. So just make sure you maintain your emotions and you don't let them rule you and run away with your thoughts, because you really need to keep your emotions in check if you're trying to manifest something, okay? And believe me, the universe feels emotions. So if you're feeling down and low, you're just going to get more of that. All right. So the challenge this week is, I love it. The Eight of Raphael. It says there's something better waiting for you. So that's great. Know that if you're in emotions this week, or if you're in great emotions, just think that this is actually on the path to something even better that you haven't even imagined. So the challenge is to know that whatever is going on this week, my air signs, again, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, that there is something better waiting for you around the corner this week, okay? Let's see what's going on. Okay, so the challenge, the overall advice after your challenge of knowing that there's a better path is the victory. This is the Six of Wands. This is awesome. Look how he actually has his staff in the middle of the wreath. Let me get the lighting. And he has a victory, which is amazing, okay? So it's telling me that you have a victory and you know it's coming. So don't give up before the 11th hour. That's what I'm hearing right now, okay? That's what I have for my air signs. Woo! Pretty cool. For people that are just now joining, we are chiming in the chat for things that are inspiring you right now. We're talking about the sunrise and sunset. So we have people talking about their grandparents who are visiting them in dreams and inspiring them, keeping them engaged and feeling happy and uplifted. We also have people that finding new love is very inspiring, and I love love. So, and then at the end, everyone who sends a donation, I already have a list started where I will pull some cards for you. Okay, so now we're going to move on with the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And chime in the chat. I know we have some air signs, and I know that we have some earth signs. So let me know who you are. Drop an emoji. Have some fun. Okay. So for the fire signs this week, all right, let's see what the overall energy is. Nothing is yet set in stone. So all of my fire signs, this is actually great because fire moves so quickly that it's hard to ground fire. And so nothing's set in stone. So I feel like there's a lot of ideas swirling around you right now, and you feel that it's going to go 100% this way, and it goes 100% a different direction. And that is pretty much the energy of 2020. If everyone can pretty much agree with that. Nothing is surprising anymore. Nothing surprises me. Okay, so the challenge this week is taking a leap of faith and letting go and letting God and letting the universe take the energy and going with the flow. That is the challenge for all the fire signs this week. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising signs, okay? Oh, I love that. Woo! Donna, Aunt Donna. I love that my aunt's in here. It's so cool. Libra with double Leo, moon, and rising. Oh, we've got the rising signs. Interesting. We should pull our charts and compare them to see where Pluto is. My Pluto's in Libra, the third house. So yours is probably in Virgo, I think. Okay, so the overall advice for the fire signs this week are Woo! Okay, the Emperor. Interesting. This is such a Aries card. It's all about structure. And see how he's holding the world in his hand? It actually looks like a sun. And he has his staff, and he's like, you know what? I got this. It's all strategized. He has the stars behind him, leading the way and going with the flow, because he knows 100% that this is going to manifest and it's happening. And this is the overall advice for all of the fire signs this week, which is perfect because taking a leap of faith, okay? Taking that leap of faith and moving forward, you know? I love it. Okay. Woohoo. Okay. You can still see it's hot because I have all this perspiration on my glass, which is great. It's like 75 degrees today. Okay, so the next element. All right, Marley, Pisces, Sun, Taurus, Moon, and Aries rising. Oh, then you get the fire. Oh, and Pisces sun. My mom's a Pisces. Okay, speaking of Pisces, we are going to go with the water signs next. Oh, good. And people are also chiming in the chat that what else is inspiring is their journey and visiting friends and really just exploring and being out there and being social, which is really important, right? Okay, so the water signs, what do we have going on? Woohoo! What is the advice for the water signs this week? This card is popping out. Hold your vision. Interesting. So this is a fixed moon, and you can see it's literally, holding the vision. You're almost there. Not quite. You have a little bit more time to manifest what you're trying to manifest, but it will happen. So don't lose your vision this week. Don't let things uninspire you. This is why we're talking about things in the chat that inspire us. We want to take those and elevate it to the next level because this is so important to hold your vision. All right, let's see what the challenge is for the water signs. All right. Just Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in the house. Woohoo! Okay, so this is cool. So the Six of Raphael. So Archangel Raphael is telling me that there's new friendships and new ventures that are your challenge this week. So say yes when someone asks you to do something or go to a new coffee shop or go to a new place in town to eat, or someone that you normally wouldn't be in contact with. Just say yes. Listen, it doesn't cost a dime. It's like going on a job interview. It doesn't cost a dime to go. You just go and figure it out from there. All right, so the advice this week for my water signs. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, okay, so cool. We have the Lovers card. This is awesome. So this is a challenge between vice or virtue is the overall advice. And so make sure that you are choosing a vision and not a vice, okay? Because your vice is going to distract you this week. So that's the overall advice, is the vice is going to distract you. So hold your vision. You need to hold your vision strong, all right? You guys got this. You'll have to come back and watch this video. I'll do the timestamps after it posts, and then you can watch again for the signs, and then we'll go from there. And then let me know, comment, let me know. Also, don't forget to tell your friends that we're doing this every Monday night. I'm super stoked. I love doing this. I'm so happy to see old friends I haven't seen in a while because I haven't been on YouTube in about 2 months. So it's really great to see you, Kyle. I'm so happy you're doing well. Okay, so last but not least, we have the earth signs. Woohoo! All right, so the earth signs, what we're going to do, let's see, earth signs. What is, ooh, see, that did not fall on the floor, Marley. Okay, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. A win-win is in the forecast. The outcome this week, everything it's balancing out, and I feel that you can feel it, and you know that it's going to balance out, and things are going to play in your favor. So let's see what the challenge is this week, because we want to make sure to pay attention to the challenge cards, because that is what's telling us where we can look forward and not get caught up in it. Okay. So this says the challenge is overworking. The 10 of Gabriel. Spending too much time trying to push things through and trying to manifest them. I highly recommend that you manage your output of work, because remember, when you're trying to manifest something, you don't keep putting your requests in the universe. I said this before, it's when you go to a restaurant and you order food, you just know that it's coming. You don't know exactly when, but it's in a timely manner. You've asked for it, and you don't follow the waiter back into the kitchen and saying, hey, did you get my order? Hey, did you get my order? Did you get my order? Did you get my order? Same thing with working too many hours, pushing too hard to make your manifestation happen this week. So just go with the flow, visualize the win-win outcome, because it's going to happen. And let's see what the advice is for this week. Hello, Sanam, how are you? Welcome to Beach Balance Live, Monday night improv tarot readings. All right, so the overall advice for my earth signs this week is the Page of Wands. So there's definitely a message coming toward you that you'll probably receive most likely via a written word or text message. And this is the overall advice is just don't overreact if this message rubs you the wrong way, because you need to pay attention to what the actual real message is. And also with the fire energy and the fire energy with the 10 of Gabriel, I'm feeling that, maybe you are actually getting a message to stop pushing so much. So make sure it doesn't rub you the wrong way. Someone could be saying, hey, stop, just you're being too intense, relax, etc. So I feel that is something that you should be aware of this week, my earth signs, sun, moon, rising, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Woo! Okay, Sanam, you just came in the room. We're just typing in what is inspiring us right now. I need some good music and some new movies to watch. I don't watch series. I don't have time for that. But I like good movies, musicals, obviously, Hamilton. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Okay, so let's see. Let me just look at something really fast, and then we'll get into the readings. We'll start with Marley. Okay. All right, Marley, are you still in the house? I love it that you put an umbrella emoji con. That's so awesome. So cool. Yay, cool. All right, Marley, let's see what's going on for you this week. And I'll pull 3 cards, and I pull a couple oracle cards from the Beach Balance Life deck after that. So interesting. I don't remember what sign this card popped out, but it popped out, emotions are running high. It might have been for the water signs. How weird. It literally just popped out of the deck. So I really feel that it's time to manage your emotions this week. I feel that there's a lot of, I'm sensing, when a volcano is getting ready to erupt and it's like the smoke, and when there's smoke, there's fire. So you'll have to just chime in and just let me know how this resonates with you as we go through this reading. Because with their emotions running high, I really feel that there's something that's getting ready to erupt in your life. However, that doesn't mean a bad thing, right? Because whenever there's a tower moment or an eruption, like a volcano, it's burning away things that no longer serve you, right? So let's see what the challenge is for this week. All right. Ooh, okay. So your challenge says you can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, because right now you're not clearly seeing things. Okay, that's the challenge. That's so interesting because it goes along with the emotions are running high. So take an inventory this week as you move through this week, and take your time. It doesn't need to be all, in one hour, but take your time and take inventory of things that are challenging you. And if you're not seeing a situation clearly, I really feel it's really good to do some focus wheels. And I've talked about that before on my videos with Abraham Hicks, where you take a piece of paper right in the middle of it. I'm abundant in all. And then you do a spoke and you say, I'm always in the right place at the right time. And then do another spoke and say, I'm always in the flow with the universe, until you start feeling elevated and it lifts your emotions into that space where you just feel kind of tingly all over. That's what I feel that you should do this week, because if you're caught in your emotions, it's really hard to see clearly. It's like trying to see in salt water. Try opening your eyes in salt water. It doesn't work, no matter how hard you try. I don't recommend it. It doesn't feel good. So that I'm not saying go do that, but you guys know the analogy of what I'm saying, right? All right, let's see what the overall advice is for Marley. Ooh, we had 2 cards pop out. Oh, so cool. actually 3 cards pop out. I'm going to read all 3 of them. So the first one that popped out was the Ace of Coins, which is great because the Pentacles are telling me it's all about a new solid foundation starting out for you. So this is the overall advice this week is you know that you have this and you have control over this. And it's so cool because also the Ace of Swords popped out. So you have 2 aces. You have 2 aces in the hole, girl. That's awesome. And this is all about cutting through any of the mucky muck and getting a clear vision on the situation at hand. And and you said, okay, you're thinking that your kids are causing your volcano to erupt. 2 aces. Yes, this is awesome. Okay, so this is the building the solid foundation, a brand new start. Okay. And then also cutting away any of the emotion. This is very intellectually thinking card, the swords and the air. Think of getting to like being more of a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius this week, and you're thinking, and that's the overall advice. Like that's what's going to cut through the emotions because right now you're swimming in the water, which is very Pisces of you. So then also the cool thing is the overall, the third card that popped out for you is the 9 of Pentacles. She is so cool. She is literally on her way to being a queen, and she has her act together. If you look, she has the bird, and the bird is a message that's coming in from spirit and from your guides, giving you the knowledge and information you need to move forward and manifest to the next level. Okay, so the next level is the 10 of Pentacles, the overall financial happiness of what you feel, right? So also, if you think about the gazebo too, it's a place of rest and a place to go chill out in a garden with all these beautiful flowers. So make sure that you're doing some self-nurturing this week and putting yourself first, because you can't manifest any of this amazing goodness if you're spending time and emotions on somebody else, right? So I hope you can see that card clearly. I really feel that you need to do some self-care this week. Yes, you are a queen. Woo! All right, so let's get some supporting cards from the Beach Balance Life deck and see what's going on for you. Oh my gosh. The Sharing Quarters card popped out, but it went right back in. And I know I pulled that for your reading a couple months ago. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I know you find that funny. I love it. So cool. All right. Okay, so leeward. So we have a leeward card. So when you're sailing on a boat, the leeward side of an island or when you're sailing, it's like going down. It's like you're not. I'm totally like just getting caught up with all my sailing terms all of a sudden. Leeward side is the less chaotic side of the island, the less chaotic side of when you're sailing. You're not having the wind just blast at you, right? On the windward side. The leeward side is the more chill side. So that's when you're sailing around the islands or any islands around the world. You always want to, if a storm's coming, you want to be on the leeward side because you're going to be more protected. So again, I feel with the self-care, with the 9 of Pentacles on your way to being a queen, that you've got this steady foundation and you just need to just rest a little bit and stay out of the storm. So if there's anything that's like going to bring up these emotions, stay away. Now, I'm not saying hide from your emotions and hide from the emotions that it's stirring in you. Write them down and figure out if it's your ego or if it's spirit trying to tell you a message. Okay? Woo! I love it. I don't have my romance angel cards at my desk. I'll pull another Beach Balance Life card for you. And thank you for the donation, Marley. You're so sweet. I really appreciate you. Okay, so what popped out was the Red Tide card. So Red Tide, for people that don't know, the Red Tide is an algae that basically, I always think of it down in like Galveston and like in Destin, Florida. I feel like there's a lot of red tide that comes up. It's an algae and it actually it makes the water look red, like it's on fire. And it's not, I don't know what it feels like to touch it, but I think it might burn. And so if you think about it, it's something in the tide that is not, that it's like poisoning the water, right? Poisoning the well. So be careful. This is so true with the emotions running high, that it's really saying that don't get caught up in things. If you start seeing the red tide coming, you start seeing some emotions coming that you know that's going to aggravate you. You need to move through it and think with your mind, with the Ace of Swords, okay? And cut through it. Yes, thank you, Marley. It's caused by pollution and runoff. That's right. So I know it's not healthy at all. It definitely is not healthy for fish or anything in the water. It's not something you'd want to go swimming in. And also, I'm sure it would hurt your eyes if you tried to see through the mucky muck, right? So get into the sword energy in your mind and think about things clearly. Whew, that's awesome. I love it. I love that reading. It's so clear. I love how the cards, I use different decks and they just keep backing themselves up. So cool. You're welcome, Marley. I hope that helps. You'll have to keep me in the loop and see what, how that manifests for you. And then the cool thing is, oh, Aunt Donna, that's so cool. Yeah, I haven't posted on Instagram in a while. It's so hard to spread energy over different platforms, but you should tell her to come on one of these lives. I would love to see her. But yeah, so it's just interesting. So, think about things that are inspiring, and that's why I was asking people earlier, what's inspiring them? So, I'm saying sunrise, sunset, the sun. I mean, that's very Leo rising of me to be inspired by the sun. It's sacral chakra energy at its finest. And people, visiting in dreams, even if you have dreams about pets, and animals, that's a really good sign too, as spirit guides. And so things like that, to really chime in and tune in on what is inspiring you, I think that's what's going to help clear away the emotions this week. And the cool thing is everyone who's listening to me do this reading for Marley, there's also a message in here for you too, because we just went really deep, right? So that's a message. There's something in there for everybody, aside from the elements of the fire signs, earth signs, air, and water. All right. So, I'm going to, let's see, make sure we've covered everything. I know since it's the first time back on YouTube in a while, there's not a bigger crowd as we're used to, but that's okay. So, because I want to have some fun, but, no buts, no ifs and ands or buts. Because if we, have you guys heard of that saying, if ifs and ands were buts, or wait, if ifs and ands were pots and pans, there'd be no room for tinkers? Riddle me that, Batman. My dad used to say that all the time. So anyway, I want to have some fun, but however, we need more people in the room because I want to do some rhymes and stuff like that. So, this is why I encourage everybody to share this video when I go live every Monday. Even, when you see the thumbnail pop up that I'm going live and you just know it is, share it. Copy the link and post it on Facebook and invite your friends, because the more people we have in here, the more fun it's just going to jive, right? So I will, let's see, do a closeout. I don't want to end the live too soon. I mean, I guess we've already been on here for almost 45 minutes, but let's see. Let me see if the tarot has any messages for all of us in the room tonight. Okay, so the King of Swords popped out. the Justice card in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting, because I pulled the Seven of Pentacles, I believe, for the collective reading, and it was all about putting too much work into something. So what I'm hearing right now, actually that's in reverse, reverse, reverse. So with the King, it's all about getting into our logical minds. So Marley, to chime back into you, like, this is all about cutting through the mucky muck and the emotions, especially for the water signs this week. Cutting through that, being more logical. The King of Swords, he's not very kind, and he can crush people with the sharpness of his tongue. And same with the Queen of Wands. So this is not all about males. This is also female energy too, because their King and Queen sit side by side on the throne. They're just not on the same card. So it's all about getting into more of our logical minds this week and not getting caught up in the emotions. And with the Justice card in reverse, this is also saying that things are feeling out of balance. However, if we look at the Seven of Pentacles, see how the upright, this guy is looking at all the manifestations, and he's only taking one pentacle for himself, and he's just waiting on everything else to mature. What I'm hearing is things will get back into balance once we realize, not forcing our manifestations, similar to, what I was saying in other readings, is not putting in too much work, but making sure that there's a balance in work and play. Yes, Marley, swords all the way, right? Love it. Let's see. And then also, if you guys have any requests on themes, I'm going to start doing themes as well on Mondays. And next week is going to be a fun theme. And I didn't do it this week because I didn't want to blow my shot on the first day back on YouTube. But I went to a Mad Hatter tea party, and it was amazing. Oh my God, I had so much fun. And so the next week's theme is going to be the Mad Hatter. And you'll get to see my awesome hat that MH, the Mad Hatter, gave me. And it's very, very in line with the Beach Balance Life. So I hope you guys come back for that. And chime in the chat if there's anything else that you want to just say before we close out the evening and start our week with some awesomeness. I hope that everyone comes back and looks at the timestamps after the video post so you can re-watch. And again, thank you for the donation, Marley. You're so sweet. I love you. I hope that reading helps you, and you'll have to keep me notified on how it all plays out, because I have some good thoughts for you this week. I really do. And everyone else who came by to say hi, Aunt Donna, Kyle, John, and Sanam. And for those who did not chime in on the chat, but they're still watching, I appreciate you. And I hope that at some point you feel comfortable to come in the chat and play with all of us here in the room. It's so fun. Oh, yes, Kyle, blessings and love and light to all of you. I hope you all have a really great week. I really do. And enjoy the full moon. The new moon that's coming. Hey, Mystical Musings. Oh, perfect. We're just jumping off. You'll have to watch the replay. There's a good reading for the water signs this week. You little crabby Cancer. I love you so much. Oh, yes. It's so great to see everybody coming back. I love it. That's so cool. I started this show during the start of April, and ended up just being like a Friday night because we couldn't go anywhere, and ended up making some really great friends and meeting some people. And now that I'm back over on YouTube, I'm totally enjoying it. So much more freeing to be back over on this platform and be here on Monday nights to start the week with everybody. So again, I'll also be doing some impromptu live shows from here on out. So make sure that you are subscribed and make sure that you've clicked the notification bell, the little bell. It'll look like it has waves around it. So then when I do go live, if I don't make an announcement, at least it sends you a notification that I'm live at that point in time. So, but yeah, I appreciate you all. I hope you all have a lovely week. And just get rared up, because every Monday night it's just going to get better and better. You know, it's literally going to snowball into more and more fun. So I'm really happy to see everybody, and I hope everyone has a blessed week. All right. Love you all. Have a great week. Bye.